Welcome to Queenstown Ice Arena, where the Wakatipu Wild will be competing against the Auckland Steel. Just our apologies, we've been having some internet issues, so hopefully this is broadcasting now. The Steel are sporting a new uniform this year, and this looks like it's going to be icing. Bit of a late call, but let's go over the starting lineups. For Wakatipu, number 16, NZWIHL. Number 21, Maddie Kerr. 22, Kelly Nelson. 27, Lucy Boniface. And 32, Caitlin Hollier. Auckland takes it out. Jones knocks it into the offensive zone, taken across the line. Coming around, backhand in front, knocked away nicely and out of the zone into neutral ice. Dump back in. And Wakatipu will take it out. Top of the circle into the neutral, and Auckland take possession. Dump it back in. Nice break up by Kent, but taken back by Auckland. Shot on goal. Eaten up by the pad and shot out wide. Looks like the puck got caught up in the equipment, one of the Steel players, and brings a stoppage of play. They're going to bring it out to neutral ice. And Wakatipu wins the face-off back in their own zone. Good pressure on by Auckland, put forward. Offsides. So a little bit behind time because of the internet issues, but we have the starting lineup for Auckland. Number 2, Mulan Anjali. Then we have Zadia Porce in goal. Lily Hansen, number 7. Charlotte Pye, 14. Sabrina Tunnicliffe at number 10. And Jamie Jones, the captain, number 9. Wakatipu has it in the zone. Nelson behind the net, coming in, backhand. Nothing on it. And going to have a stoppage of play here. Not sure if the net came off or... Yeah, it looks like the net came off. It's... So we're going to have a face-off. The right circle. Wakatipu wins it. Back to the point. Is that Hollier? No. Helmrich. And now Auckland takes it into neutral. Into the Wakatipu zone. Takes it around wide. Gets around the player nicely. Quick shot on goal. Recovery and a goal! Auckland gets the goal. Jumps on the lead. Looks like that was Jones that got the goal. So Auckland jumps on a 1-0 lead. And Wakatipu, now Weeks faces off for Wakatipu. And Auckland wins. Dumps it forward, looks like this could be icing. And it will be. They use a hybrid style of icing here, so normally they call it when they, once the puck passes the goal line, if the defensive player is going to get there first, they call it back at the circle. So Wakatipu have a face-off in the Auckland zone. And Auckland wins, but bangs it right back. Hollier has it, top of the point, a goal! Deflected in front of the net. Looks like Caitlin Hollier got that one. Terrific job there. So a few shout outs to the Wakatipu Sportsers. Otautahi Tattoo Queenstown, Golden Homes, Morrison's Irish Pub, The Locker Room, Little Flick Fireworks, Enigma Hockey, Queenstown Health, Industrial Fitness, The Film Crew in Bunker Street, Upholstery Workshop, and Sign It Signs. Supporters, More FM and the local paper, The Mountain Scene. So Auckland have it in the Wakatipu zone, keep it in. The blue line, Wakatipu trying to gain control, finally get it, knock it to neutral. That looks like this could be icing. And it is. It's going to be interesting. Wakatipu made just about a complete line change. So officials are going to be calling them back onto the ice. And Auckland have a face-off deep in the Wakatipu zone. So Auckland wins the face-off, dump it down. Wakatipu wraps it around the wheel. Picked up, cross from the circle. Weeks tries to shoot it out. Kept in nicely by Auckland. Quick shot on goal. And the goalie, Jordan Wichman, swallows it up. So again, Auckland wins the face-off. Quick shot, knocked down. Goes to the side of the net, back toward the point. Again, knocked down by defense in front. And now Wakatipu take it across the line. 16 tries to take it in offsides. So Auckland still wanted to give a shout out tonight to the arena in West Auckland. Arena West Auckland. It's around the corner from the ice rink in Avondale, Auckland, and they support the girls by giving them a great gym space to work on their fitness. So great support there by the Arena West Auckland. So they're still wrapping around the boards. Wakatipu comes into neutral ice. Nelson picks it up and is going to take it in. She's unchallenged so far. Cross. Good drop pass. And Auckland's able to clear it into neutral and then take it into the Wakatipu zone. Auckland brings it round top of the circle, almost got to the top of the slot. Now it's taken out by 16 backhand. Oh, unable to pull the trigger on the backhand. Doing a wonderful job skating around. It's going to get a quick shot. Eaten up by the goalie, and now they've cleared it into neutral ice. Oh, just offsides. Was a close call there. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Have it in their side of neutral, dump it into the zone. Auckland tries to hit it out, and they finally clear it. Picked up nicely by Murray, and knocked down into the corner. Murray still has it, goes off her feet. Auckland has it just bottom, crossing pass, no one there. Back to the point, wrapped down behind the net, intercepted. And they're trying to clear it out of the zone. Auckland doing a nice job keeping it in the zone. And they're going to get a shot here. And just knocked behind the net. Tried to get a quick front pass, but nothing came of it. Now Auckland has it behind the Wakatipu net. Centering pass. Oh, right through the legs of the Auckland player. Put out a good one-timer there. And now Wakatipu bringing around the wheel. And Auckland doing a nice job checking, and now Bobby Weeks, the little Energizer Bunny, takes it into the steel zone. And it's kicked behind the net. Auckland will pick it up, kick it out, and knocked into neutral zone. Bit of a scramble for the puck, and it goes down behind the Auckland net. Kicked out. Hollier's going to get a quick shot. Wasn't able to get much on it. Tipped. Thought we were going to get a wrap around there, but unable to pull the trigger on it. And good work between Kemp and Hollier. Now Bennett, quick shot. Across, Boniface picks it up the other point. Dumps it in behind the net. Weeks unable to get to it. Now gets to it, comes around the back, tries to center it, and McGolwey's able to trap it. So we also want to give a shout out to, for many years she was part of the Auckland Steel family, Jasmine Horner-Pascoe and her partner Hannah have announced today they're expecting a child in December. So we give them a great shout out, and hopefully we'll see her play in the future again. Wonderful to watch. So Wakatipu gets it out. We have Nelson going into the zone alone. She has 16. She's going to try and stuff it. No, unable. Gets her own rebound. But unable to do anything. Now comes down by the goal line. Brings it back out front. Good maneuvering. Puck still free, but now tied up by the goalie. Zadia Pulse. Looked like Auckland won the face-off, but Wakatipu comes away from it. Circles around, top of the circle, drops it back to the point. Boniface tries to put it in, doesn't have much on it. It's picked up by Auckland. And now Livia to Nelson. And this is going to be icing. So it's going to be a face-off deep in the Wakatipu, or in the steel zone. Boniface will take it for Wakatipu. And she wins the face-off. Quick shot. Kept in nicely back at the point. And then Auckland comes away with it. Goes in one-on-one, and it's broken up nicely. Auckland, nice job keeping it in the zone. At the circle, quick shot, goes wide, back to the point. And it's knocked down by Watts, and she's going to chase it down. And good pressure kept on. Puck hits the referee, keeps it in the zone. Quick shot, rebound. Nothing doing. Fans on the shot. Auckland's going to take it now. Murray has it down behind the net. Centering pass, nothing there. And Wakatipu is able to get it into neutral. Weeks will have it with Bennett and Kemp. Bit of support, quick shot, nothing going. Gets it back, bottom of the circle, out to the front. Quick shot, knocked back into neutral ice. Hollier will have it. She's going to try and take it forward. And crosses into the zone without the puck, so has to come back. Bennett's going to take it into the zone here. Knocks it back behind the goal line. He's going to take it behind the nets. Back to the point. Boniface has it, back to Bennett. And Auckland tries to kick it out. Bennett gets a quick shot. It's in the corner. Weeks will pick it up. Quick shot goes wide, and Auckland will try and clear it out. So here we have Nelson, and Livia's trailing behind her. Quick shot, eaten up. Azadia. So face-off deep in the Auckland zone. Livia wins the face-off, back to Nelson, quick shot, blocked nicely. Recovered by Auckland, unable to clear, then Ur knocks it, and then Auckland's able to clear, quick motion, looks like a penalty coming up. And there we go. We're gonna have a slash. No, it's against Wakatipu, but I'm not sure which player it is yet. Looks like it's going to be 16, Livia NZWIHL. So there's 9:35 left in the first period, and it's 1-1. Auckland still will be on a power play. Auckland wins the face-off. Trying to set up, here they are. Top of the slot, back down to the circle. Shot across ice, tried one-timer, wasn't able to pull the handle, and it gets into neutral zone, barely. Auckland recovers it in neutral, back across ice, pass offsides by a mile. Little miscommunication there, but probably off by about 3 meters. So Wakatipu side of the neutral ice. Be the face-off, and Wakatipu wins it. Hollier's going to wrap it around the wheel, but Murray's going to keep it in for the steal. Pushed over. Top of the slot, quick shot, goes wide, centering pass, knocked down. Scramble for it in front of the net. And Jordan is able to swallow it up. Stoppage of play. A minute 16 left on the power play to Auckland Steel. Face-off. Nelson wins the face-off, back behind the net, wraps it round the wheel, back to the point. Auckland picks it up. Quick shot, knocked down in front, turnaround from Auckland, just smothered. And Auckland's doing a nice job keeping it in the zone, not letting the Wild clear it. Hits the referee, centering pass, top of the slot, going to be a quick shot. Knocked it, a skate, went wide. Back to the point to Jones. Jones cross ice pass. Back across, top of the, nice shot, nice save by Jordan. Puck is just sitting there. Jordan tries to get it, another scramble in front of the net. And Jordan smothers it up again. Looks like she's in a spread eagle. I'm not sure if she got hit in the head or. So 32 seconds left on the power play. Wakatipu wins the face-off, brings it into neutral zone. Back, Auckland has it, keeps it in. Good hustle by Pedrosa, dumps it into the zone. Oh, overskated, now Wakatipu has it. Back, top of the slot. And it goes wide, Hollier's going to take it in. Hopefully they don't get caught here. So they're battling for it, and Kemp comes away with it. Power play is over. Livia, top of the slot, shot goes high, gets her own rebound, and Auckland's able to break it up. Nelson by the circle, shot goes high, and it'll be picked up. 21 has it down behind the net, tries a centering pass, gets her own pass back, brings it back to the circle, dumps it in. Trying to cycle it. Nelson has it in the slot. She's going to get a quick shot. And good work by the goalie once again. Zadia is doing a good job tonight. So for Zadia, this is her first time playing a tournament in Queenstown. Been a goalie for 2.5 years and played ice hockey since 2017. I believe she's a Springbok. So big hit, looks like it's going to be another penalty against number 8 for the Wakatipu Wild. Is that Kemp? Yep, not sure what the call's going to be yet. Could be a multiple of things: tripping, roughing, boarding, shoulder. I think that was boarding on Kemp for 2 minutes. So there's 6 minutes, 34 seconds left, and Steele will have another power play. Steele wins the face-off, back to top of the slot, quick shot, knocked wide by Jordan. Number 2 picks it up behind the net. Now 7 has it, knocks it behind. Nobody has control, quick wraparound shot. And Jordan, cat-like reflexes there with her leg to smother it with her pad. Beautiful wraparound by Auckland, but so Wakatipu wins the face-off, bring it behind their own net. Auckland's keeping pressure on. Unable to clear, Auckland gets it back behind the net. Now centering pass. Eaten up, tried to get out of the zone, not knocked out. Jones has it, back top of the circle. Now back to Jones, top of the other circle, quick shot, wide. Bottom of the circle, backhand, nice. Auckland doing a nice job getting these control of the puck and also keep pushing it on net. They're actually playing their own rebounds. And now they dump it behind the net. Livia's going to pick it up. Unable to clear once again. Patron has it, shot wide. Opposite corner, back to the top of the slot to Jones, back to the top of the circle, quick shot across, tried a one-timer for number 2 on the back door and unable to get it. Now Patron has it, top of the circle to Jones, quick shot, knocked off the shins. And 40 seconds left in the power play. Livia will have it behind, bringing it out across the net. She gets smothered. Could have been a hooking there. And Auckland's able to recover, keep it in the zone. They're still set up. They make a change for one player, wrap it around behind. Now another player goes off. Jones will be going off. Now Auckland has it. Plenty of time. Wakatipu tries to break it up, can't get it out of the zone. And now we have Livia Nelson on a 2-on-1. Picked up nicely, but once again, they get it. Turnaround shot here. And there's just a pile on in front of the net. And I believe that it's underneath the goalie. Looks like Zadia comes out on top again. So with 4:29 in the first period, it's still tied 1-1. It's going to be a face-off. Both teams at full strength. Be a face-off deep in the steel zone. Wakatipu, quick shot from the face-off, picked up by, is it Bennett? Back to the point, or a quick shot, knocked down. Weeks has it in the corner. Skates backwards, takes it back into the corner. Pressure on, centering past the Boniface, or Bennett, unable to do it. Looks like we're going to have a slash coming up. So the first penalty for the Auckland Steel. It's going to number 13, Sophie Harrod, for slashing. 4:11 left in the first period. Wakatipu have a first chance. And it looks like they're going to have got too many players on. So we have Nelson, Tuig, Hollier, Kemp, and a short one. And now Kerr comes on. Auckland's able to dump it into the Wakatipu zone, picked up by Kent. Knocked up. Trying to get it out. Good pressure, good stick poke by Auckland, and Auckland picks it up, wraps it around their wheel. A little bit too far. Hollier's going to pick it up. And Auckland unable to clear, and now they are. They shoot it down. This is going to be a race for the puck. Jordan comes out, picks it up. Livia brings it out from behind her own net, across to Nelson. Broken up nice by Jones. Now Auckland gets a shot on goal. Skips wide. Hollier picks it up. Pressure by Auckland. And intercepted nicely by Jones. She's going to be untouched. Wow, dangerous play. Jones gets her own rebound, unable to get it through the net. It wraps around back to the point. Dumped back in. And now we have Nelson away. She's going to get a quick shot and a goal! Nelson! So Nelson on the breakaway there. She's able to lift it and get a nice goal with 2:52 left in the first period. The Wakatipu Wild lead 2-1. Wakatipu wins the face-off, but sloppy play. And Auckland's able to dump it into the Wakatipu zone. And now it's knocked into neutral zone. Kept in nicely by Hayes. Cross pass. Back to the point. And centering, fanned on the backhand. Kept in nicely with a stick check. And we're going to get it delayed offsides. Now they've cleared the zone. Auckland has it coming up to the point. Kept in nicely. Not offsides. Whistles are a bit hard to hear tonight. It's almost like some of the officials are a little bit tentative. So we're going to have a face-off in the Auckland side of the neutral ice. And Auckland wins the face-off. Patron states it out of her own zone, dumps it into the zone. A couple players go down. Wakatipu comes out with it from behind their net. Centering pass. Weeks has it. Crossing center ice. Circles back. Good stick check by Auckland. Dumps it to Kemp. Down in the corner. Kemp knocks it behind the net. Weeks in a foot race. Auckland's going to beat her. And it's going to be dumped down. Shot on goal. And both sides are back to full strength. Centering pass. Dangerous play there out in front. And here we go. Now we have another breakaway. Kemp's going to go in all alone. Fans on the shot. Gets her own rebound. And it's tried to clear but kept in. Now back to neutral ice. Wakatipu will have it. It's dumped forward. There we go. Livia's down in the corner with it. She's got Nelson in front. Back to Nelson behind the net, quick centering pass. Nobody there to pull the trigger. Livia does a good job. Takes the puck off. Nelson now has it in the zone. Back pass across to Livia. Livia broken up nicely by the steal. And it's back into neutral ice. And Murray will have it. Skates around. We got about 17 seconds left in the game. Auckland clears it to neutral ice. They may get an opportunity here with a shot. Broken up, quick shot. 5 seconds left. Maybe get another one here. Back to the top of the key. Quick shot. Oh, beautiful save by Jordan. And that'll do it for the first period. So the Wakatipu Wild lead at the end of one, 2-1 over the Auckland Steel. So now, as tradition, we're going to have the Pee Wee Hockey is going to play a game at center ice. This is a great development tool. Get these little guys and girls on the ice. Get them play in the big arena in front of fans. Very exciting night for them. And it's wonderful support from the Women's Hockey League. As is tradition, they each stand on the blue line and their sticks help keep it into play. So we have the red and the green team. So we're going to drop the puck, and it'll be all on. So there's a fight for it at center ice. Looks like red comes away with it, dumps it forward, and goes down into the corner. And green picks it up behind their own net. They're going to skate it out. Going across, has 3 defenders on them. And back to center ice. It's going to try again from the opposite side. Dumps it forward, broken up nicely by red. Green gets a shot, but knocked down. Here's going to be a quick shot, and goes wide. Great enthusiasm by everybody here. And the goal! That was a good tactic there. Somebody was having feedback in the mic, the PA system. Everybody looked there, and green gets a quick goal. So red gets a quick shot away. Blocked, green's taking it. Now he's coming around. Oh, quick turnaround shot. And now green takes it out. Good skills, knocked forward. Shot wide. A tackle at center ice. A quick shot hits the post. Skates around. Broken up nicely by the goalie. Might get a turnaround shot here. Good pressure by red. And green will start out again from behind their own net. Good pressure on by red. And red will collect it behind in the corner. Good pressure now from green, but red is able to clear, skates it up the side. Pressure on, quick shot, and a goal! Tie game. It's a 5-minute period. There's 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. So face off, red gets it again, might get a quick shot here. And knocked down nicely by the defenseman. And green will start from behind their own. Head out. Now green has it behind red net. Red intercepts. And broken up by green. And now there'll be a fight in the corner for it. Player goes down, and there's a breakaway by green. Quick shot, knocked down. And red will bring it out from behind their own net. Skates it forward, bit of pressure on. See if they can get a shot away here. Oh, player falls down. And, oh, green almost had a breakaway. Red picks it up again. Going to go in, deflected off a skate into the corner. Red picks it up. Quick shot, right out in front. Nobody can pull the trigger. And green will skate it out. A minute and 15 left in this period. Green has it, breaks through, is able to kick it in. Oh, bounced around off the skates of the goalie. And red's able to come away with it. Quick skate. Nice shot. But the goalie blocks it, and now green's going to pick it up, take it down again, another shot, and a goal! 45 seconds left in this period, and green is leading 2-1. So green wins the face-off, circles back around, knocked back in. Red may have an opportunity, but no, green picks it up and dump it into the forward corner. Get there first, no pressure yet from red. And green might get a turnaround, breakaway for red, and a goal! With 14 seconds left on the clock. Only have enough time for a puck drop. The game is tied at 2, 5 seconds. Quick shot, might get it here. And that's the game. All right, we're going to take a 5-minute break for 10 minutes, and we'll see you in about 15. All right, welcome back for the second period. Queenstown Ice Arena. Auckland Steel versus the Wakatipu Wild. So again, for the Auckland team, want a big shout out to the arena in West Auckland. This is for the Auckland Steel. It's around the corner from the ice rink in Avondale, Auckland. And they support the ladies. They're giving them a great gym space to work on their fitness. The Auckland Steel is very appreciative and wanted to give them a big shout out. Now for the team sponsors for the Wakatipu Wild, we also have player sponsors. Morrison's Irish Pub sponsors the captain, Kelly Nelson. Golden Homes sponsors Nicole Watts. High Country Carpenters sponsor Gracie Helmrich. Queenstown Print, Gabba Mills. JJ9 Services. Inga Kemp. Little Flick Fireworks. Bobby Weeks. Hamish Walker Real Estate. Polly Bennett. Administration HQ, Jesse Strain, NZ. For all your hose needs, Lucy Boniface. Monday Hair Care is Manuela Pedrosa. ADC South is Fee Orr. So Nelson takes it in, passes over 21, gets a quick shot away. Livy will pick it up down the bottom, back to Hollier at the point. Hollier gets a shot away. Knocked down, Nelson brings it around the corner, dumps it back behind the net. Auckland's there to break it up, and they're going to scramble for it. In the corner, centering pass, back, bang, back. And Auckland skates it out of their zone. Cross into the Wakatipu zone and kept out nicely by Livy, who lost her stick, and Hanson's going to take it in. Quick shot from the top of the circle, knocked down by Boniface, wrapped around. Auckland has it in the corner. Now Livy will dig it out and skate it into center ice. We'll dump it forward. Auckland recovers and back to neutral. Nice backhand. Livy intercepts. Comes around, offsides. Bit of a late call, but that's okay. So now we had Monday Hair Care, Manuela Pedrosa. ADC South for Fee Orr. Rado and Associates for all your accounting needs. Kimberly Helmerson. Family and friends are supporting Olivia. Tuig. We have the crew room. Kimberly Feifel. Radiant Spa is T. Haynes. So Auckland brings it behind their net. Knock it out. Kept in by Helmsrick. And Auckland will skate it out from their own end. And kept in nicely by Weeks. Kemp's going to have a shot at the top of the circle. Off the skate of defense. And Auckland now skates it out into neutral ice. Into a crowd, gets through them, gets a quick shot and just missed. Pedrosa out to Kemp. Kemp cross ice pass. I think that's Bennett. Quick shot goes wide. Auckland picks it up behind their net, tries to clear it. Knocked down nicely. Auckland picks it up at center ice. And then Hollier's going to skate it in by herself. And kicked wide. Good defensive play, blocking her out. Hollier, top of the circle, quick turnaround. Tried to get it to Nicole Watts, big collision. And it's knocked into neutral. And now Pedrosa will pick it up in her own zone, back to Hollier. And Hollier skates it out of her own zone down the right side. Into the offensive zone all the way around. Quick shot. blocked, and now Auckland will kick it into neutral ice. Dumped back in by Tredrosa. Auckland dumps it across ice. Wakatipu skates it out of their own zone. It's Figgins. And Hollier will go back to her own zone. This could be icing. So we'll continue the Radiant Spa for T. Hayes. Queenstown Hard Fill, or QT Hard Fill, Maddie Kerr. And Small Planet for Charlotte Cunliffe. Face off in Auckland zone. Wakatipu wins. Top of the circle. Shot goes wide. Auckland collects, knocks it around. Wakatipu picks it up. Top of the circle. 16 gets a quick shot. Goes wide. Rebound comes right out in front. The net is off its blocks, I believe. Net went up and dropped back down. And now they'll have a stoppage of play for the net being out of position. So the goalie, Zadia Pulse, or Posa. I'm getting a lot of grief over the name, but she is a Springbok, so we got to support her. So Wakatipu wins, dumps it in behind the net. Auckland's able to get to it, have a collision with the referee, and Livia comes away with the top of the slot, goes wide. I'm not sure if that's Jones down in the corner. Yes. Back, Helmrich keeps it in, tries to go forward. Jones picks it up. And now Auckland's able to kick it forward. That's going to be a foot race. And Jordan comes out to knock it into the corner. Auckland has a centering pass right out in front. And Auckland unable to pull the handle. So Auckland now has it top of the circle. Kept out nicely there. And now Wakatipu is going to skate it out from their own zone. Forward pass to Kerr. Intercepted nicely. And just under the booth here. And Nelson's able to knock it into the zone. And Wakatipu will do a line change. Auckland brings it out from their own zone into neutral ice. Collision. Clean collision it looked like. Both going for the puck. And now Auckland comes away in their own zone with the puck. And they'll start from behind their own net. Side of the circle, Kemp picks up the puck, going down behind the goal line. Good play by the defense there for Auckland. Boniface keeps it in, back down behind the net to Weeks. Weeks picks it up, back to Boniface, quick shot. Not able to get much on it. And Auckland's going to take it down. Looks like Malari. She gets a quick shot and a goal! An easy pass. Well, it looked like a pass for Anjali Mulari, the assistant captain. She's half Kiwi, half Indian. Started inline skating hockey 18 years ago. Been playing ice and inline since 2011. Been to 9 IIHF Ice Hockey World Champs. So 14 minutes left in the second period. Wow, wonderful save by Zadia. So 13:58 in the second period, and it's 2-2. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Helmrich gets a shot, goes wide, and now she's fighting Auckland player down in the corner. Murray picks it up. Kicks it in. Pedrosa's going to bring it out behind her own net. Tries to shoot it forward. Good stick checking by Auckland. Now Pedrosa has it. Bottom of the circle, centering pass. No one there. Auckland picks it up. They're going to bring it out behind their own goal line. Nice pass to center ice, but too hot to handle. And intercepted. But now picked up by Kerr. Kerr goes forward. And a quick shot. Polsa gobbles it up. So Wakatipu will have a face-off deep in the Auckland zone with just over 13 minutes left, second period. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Quick shot. And a little bit dangerous because the goal, we thought she caught it. It dropped between her pads. So Wakatipu wins the face-off again. Top of the circle. Quick shot and a goal! Nelson! Kelly Nelson, captain. She's a lefty. She's supported by Morrison's Irish Pub in Queenstown. Great pub quizzes and banter. She can also be found wandering the aisles at the grocery stores for snacks when not working at the ice rink. So shout out to her family overseas in Minnesota. So Auckland has it in the Wakatipu zone. And now Hollier wraps it behind the net. Wakatipu will bring it out. Forward up. This is going to be icing. Weeks is going to be on it. And it's waved off. Weeks gets to it first. Picked up by Hollier. Hollier brings it around the net. Leaves it and then picked up by Auckland. Auckland skates it out. Center ice. Hollier picks it back up, dumps it into the zone with a backhand. And Auckland will start out from behind their own net. Good pressure on by Pedrosa. Auckland wraps it around the boards. Kept in. Good stick checking, keeping it in. Watts goes in front of the net, centering pass, not able to get there. Intercepted by, I believe, Jones. And Auckland will skate out. Number 10 wraps it down behind the boards. Picked up by Pedrosa. And intercepted nicely by 16. Down to 2. And then, again, they're going to try and bring it out. Up to, I believe, Kemp. Out to Pedrosa. Pedrosa dumps it in. It's picked up quickly. If they get a turnaround here, they're going to have a 2 or 3 on 1. Good pressure, backhand tried to center, nothing going. And it's kicked into neutral ice. Nelson's on a full charge at it. Keeps it in the zone nicely, has a player in front. Gets a rebound. Unable to pull the trigger on a second shot. And Auckland defenseman does a great job. And now they're going to have icing against the steal. So Tuig is going to have the face-off for Wakatipu. She wins the face-off to Nelson. Nelson takes it side of the circle. She's looking to pass, hits the official skate and goes into neutral ice. Lineman should have never been in that deep. But that's sport. So Auckland wrap it around the wheel. Good pursuit by Wakatipu, trying to keep it in. Back, Boniface has it at neutral ice. Kicks it forward. And now back to Boniface. starting out from our own blue line. Fans on it. Auckland's going to get an opportunity here. Quick shot from top of the circle. Goes high and wide. Centering pass. Beautiful. Nobody there to pick it up. And now Wakatipu tries to skate it out again. It's Hollier. She gives it to Kemp. Kemp back to Hollier. Hollier side of the circle. Quick shot. Good save. Gets her own rebound. Comes behind. Dumps it behind the net. It's going to wrap around the boards. Bennett lets it go back to the point for Boniface. Dumps it down into the corner for Kemp. Kemp centering pass. Quick shot and a goal! Looks like it was Kemp or Bennett. So I'm not sure who got the goal. So with 9:31 left in the second period, is it 3-2? So I believe it's 4-2. The scoreboard says 7-2, but that's obviously not right. So Adam Nagy, the official, he's just got them to fix it. So it's 4-2. Auckland wins the face-off. Intercepted by Strain. Strain takes it in, but Auckland's able to recover, brings it back out quickly. Hanson takes it into the Wakatipu zone, dumps it down behind the net. She's trying to get it. We're going to get a penalty here. I believe that was Pedrosa, who's going to get an elbow. Completely unnecessary there. Auckland's going to get an opportunity to come back. So Wakatipu gets the face-off, gets it behind the net, but Auckland's able to get in there and dig it out. Tries to bring it back. Yep, back to the point. Now they're going to get set up. Quick shot from the side. Knocked down by Jordan, wrapped around, and goes to neutral ice. So Joan gathers in her own zone up to the red line. Nice pass. Back to Patron. Patron takes it in. Nice cross pass to Murray, but unable to get a handle on it. Jones has it back. Now brings it around to the top of the circle. In the slot, quick shot, goes wide. Now Padron will pick it up, dig it out a little bit far. And Jones isn't able to gather it in, so she's going to chase it down behind her own goal line. She's going to stop behind the net, and then she's going to start from there and bring it out. Pass goes a little bit too far. Wakatipu's going to be able to pick it up. Tuig, she keeps it into neutral ice. Almost up to, here's Helmrich, dumps it forward. Nelson's going to pick it up deep in the corner. She's got pressure on her. Looked like Murray down there, not sure, or Jones. Now Two's going to bring it out. Offsides. Just that little delay as she went to cross the blue line, pulled one of her players off sides. Both teams will have line changes, and we have 7:48 left in the second period. Wakatipu Wild are leaving 4-2. So Auckland wins the face-off. There's 30 seconds left in the power play to Auckland. They dump it into the zone. 79, I believe it's Orr is able to get it. Sadly hits the was going to knock it down ice, but hit the linesman again. Davidson now is going to take it in for Auckland. Side of the circle, centering pass, nobody there. Goes into the corner. 10 picks it up, 16 has it behind the net. It's a scramble for it. They're both tied up, back to the point. Harold takes a shot, knocked down nicely. This is going to be Bobby Weeks on the breakaway. Penalty's over. And a good save She went to pick a low corner, wasn't able to get it. Centering pass knocked down by Auckland. Kept in nicely now by Pedrosa to Weeks. Weeks, quick shot out front, gets a rebound, backhander, unable to go! Looked like that one was for the Energizer Bunny, Bobby Weeks. So good hustle from her in front of the net. With 6:52 left in the second period, the Wild lead 5-2. So Bobby Weeks is another lefty. She loves hanging out at Atlas. She's self-influenced. She loves hiking and fly fishing. So Auckland Jones is going to bring it out from behind her own goal line, shoots it down. This could be an icing, and it will be against the steal. So I also want to give a quick shout out in Auckland to Ricky Lee McLean. I hear there's a group of teammates up there that are going to be watching the live cast. We've been having internet connection problems, so we do apologize. I hear it's a pretty sketchy broadcast, but we're dealing with what we've got. Here we go. So Orr's going to gather it up from behind her own net. Pressure on, she knocks it forward. Tuig picks it up, throws it down. Auckland's going to get it to it first. Big collision down in the corner. And Auckland is centering pass. Murray brings it across into the top. Quick shot. Oh, and it just sat there. Backhander, Patron from the point, knocked down. Good backhand, and Jordan's able to jump on it. So 5:29 left in the second period. Wakatipu 5, Auckland steal 2. Auckland wins the faceoff. Back to Harrod, gets a quick shot, knocked down. Boniface tries to clear it, gets it in the neutral zone. Kerr has a collision. Nelson pulls it up, cross ice to Tuig. Tuig tries to split the defenders. Nelson picks it up, backhander just goes wide. Back to Boniface, back at the point. Down into, I believe that was Kerr, and now Auckland will skate it out from their own zone. 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Gets tied up. Oh, that could have been a penalty there against the Wild. So now Nelson will gather it at neutral ice. Cross to Tuig. Quick shot. Gathered by the goalie, and will have a stoppage of play. Yeah, the Wakatipu Wild this year are going to be missing Lova. She's had an injury and had some surgery, and sadly, she's going to be out for the season, I believe. So we are having a, Livia, is number 16, is trying to fill the shoes. She's doing, and a goal! So face-off went across ice, top of the circle, shot. I'm not sure who got it. Was it? Looks like it was Maddie Orr. Or Fee Orr. So 4:30 left in the second period. Auckland takes it into neutral, dumps it forward. Helmrich picks it up. She's going to take it in. There's 2 Weeks. Weeks takes it across, drops it off. Helmrich recovers. She drives down along the circle, then broken up by Auckland. Stick checking, kicked into neutral. And Weeks pass it, goes wide for Kemp. Wakatipu does a line change, centering pass, nobody there. Pedrosa in the slot, unable to pull the handle. And Collier pulled it out, came around from behind the net, had a nice shot from the side of the circle. But Zadia was the better. 3:39 left in the second period. Auckland Steel 2, Wakatipu Wild 6. Face off, Auckland wins, bangs it back. Figgins able to keep it in nicely. Auckland now brings it to neutral ice. 2 dumps it in behind the Wakatipu net. It'll be gathered up. That Hollier broken up. Figgins takes it. Now Strain, 24, is going to take it into the zone, but knocked back nicely by Auckland defender. Back to Pedrosa at mid-ice. She dumps it forward. This could be icing. They've waved it off. And Figgins takes it in neutral ice, flips it forward. Auckland dumps it. T dumps it into the zone and heads to the bench for a line chain. Nelson keeps pressure on behind their net. Skated out by Jones. Jones cross-ice pass to Seven. Seven's going to take it into the Wakatipu zone. Hollier puts her toward the boards. Picks up the puck. Stops behind her own net. Reverses directions. Going to skate out. Gets it up to Livia. Livia has Kerr to her left. Oh, she's interfered with. Comes away, centering pass. Here we go, quick shot, top of the slot. Knocked down, hit a leg. Taken out, nobody back at the point for support. Auckland's keeping good pressure, intercept the pass. Here we go, we're gonna have a 2-on-none. Breakaway for, and broken up by Jordan and followed up by number 2, Angie Laurie. Anjali Malari, number 2, assistant captain for the Auckland Steel. Good hustle, followed it up, got the rebound and was able to get it in the goal. 2 minutes and 1 second left in the second period. Auckland Steel 3, Wakatipu Wild 6. The Wild, Kemp takes it into the zone, side of the circle, gets through the defender, but just over push the puck, and now it's back to neutral. Hollier turns around. And Auckland will take it in offside. So Caitlin Hollier is having a good game. A little bit aggressive. Thinks she's going to have to watch getting too much time in the penalty box, but doing a terrific job. So face off in neutral ice. Auckland wins the face-off, but Weeks breaks through. Dumped in. And Weeks picks it up in the corner again. Constantly hustling. And the puck just sits in the corner. Nobody really has it. Now side of the circle. Shot goes wide. Boniface going to dump it back in. Auckland will pick it up, dump it down. This will be icing. Might not get there. No, it's not going to have enough legs. Hollier skates behind her net. Quick shot from Auckland, went wide. Brought back to neutral zone. Harold and Kerr are fighting for it, and then Auckland comes away from behind their own net. Quick back out to neutral. Nelson tries to break it up. Murray takes it in. Weak shot goes wide. Nelson's going to pick it up, centers it. Auckland player was down. Puck went behind McDonald. And now it goes in Tuig's going to bring it down into the corner. It's getting hot. Nelson picks it up side. Shot goes wide. Auckland picks it up down in the corner. And now number 2, the assistant captain, will skate it out. She's has some speed on, did a wonderful job there getting through the defense. Weak shot, rebounds. And now we have Carr all alone. Deep in, but Auckland defender gets to it. We're going to have a penalty. Oh, end of the period. The end of the second period. Wakatipu Wild 6, Auckland Steel 3. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be back. All right, welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena, where the Auckland Steel are taking on the Wakatipu Wild. My name is Bill. They say I have the face for radio and the voice for print. So I got racked up between the periods. Yolanda said that I can now refer to her daughter, who's in goal, who is Zadia, as the Kiwi Springbok. So Yolanda gave me the hard word. So shout out to her, Yolanda's husband. He's also a Springbok. And we're ready for the drop of the puck. Adam Nagy, the referee, and Wakatipu wins the face-off. Back to Boniface. And it's going to be icing. So that pass went wide of Carr. And so we'll have a face-off deep in the Wakatipu zone. So if anybody in the Wakatipu is interested in doing some color commentary tomorrow night, please get in touch. I could definitely use some help up here. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Auckland breaks it up nicely, is unable to keep it in the zone. Overskated by Carr. And dumped behind the Wakatipu zone. Picked up by Anjali. Dumped behind the net. Side of the circle. Auckland's going to get a centering shot here. Wrap around, try. Broken down, centering pass. Jordan able to save it. And Wakatipu tries to clear again. Auckland keeps it in. They're doing a terrific job tonight. Set Jones behind the net. Centering pass and a goal! So once again, Anjali Mulani with the goal. And with 19:11 left in the third period, Auckland has laid down the charge, and it's 6-4. Bennett's able to gather it up, and center ice gives it to Weeks. Weeks takes it in, side of the circle, into the slot. Quick shot and a goal! Bobby Weeks, the Energizer Bunny. Good hustle there. And the Wild answer. Steele with 19:01 in the third period. Wakatipu get back to a 3-point lead. They lead the Auckland Steel 7-4. Wakatipu wins the face-off again. Kemp, Helmrich. Helmrich overpass to Kemp. Back to Patron. Good pursuit by Bennett, and it goes into the Auckland bench. We'll get a face-off, I believe, in neutral ice. So Adam Nagy, the official, clarifies there's definitely a neutral ice. So Patron gathers in her own zone, across to 13, kicks it into neutral. And that's kicked down. That will not be icing. Holly will get it behind her own net and start to skate out. Good pressure put on her. Through central ice over to T. T spins around. Patron skates it out. Number 11 into the zone. Top of the slot. Wasn't able to get a shot away. Good defensive stick. Turnaround shot from the side, and we're going to get a penalty. Looks like it's going to be hooking against Wakatipu Wild against 48 Pedrosa. So 18:09 left in the third period. The Auckland Steel will have another power play. They're behind 4-7. Oh, hold on a second. Are they going one each? Oh, no, it's the penalties against the Steel. No, hold on. We have a player in the box for Auckland, but no, it's... Oh, it looks like they're going to go one each. They're going to go... Okay. Oh, so player 27 climbed into the box by accident, so now it's going to go back to the original call, which was Pedrosa for the Wild. 2-minute penalty for, was it hooking? So, Auckland, wow. Quick shot, looked like it hit the crossbar. Fight for it in the corner. 2 comes in, centering pass. Oh, unbelievable save by Jordan. Half the net was open. Auckland was unable to get it through. Good wrist shot from the side, goes wide, wraps around the board, and goes all the way back to Auckland. Zone broken up nicely and out of play. Auckland had a beautiful opportunity there. Weren't able to pull the trigger. And face off the center ice. Wakatipu wins the face off, but Auckland intercepts. Close to a hooking there. Looks like Nelson kept the pressure, top of the circle, gets a quick shot, and a goal! Auckland got a nice shot, went between the legs of Jordan. And the goal looks like a hat trick now for Angeli Mulari, number 2. So he's unbelievable, 17-23, and we've already had 3 goals in this period. Auckland still coming back, it's 5-7. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Helmrich's going to take it across the ice into the zone. Lags behind, Pedrosa picks it up behind her. Quick shot from the side. Gathers her own rebound, kicks it back to the top of the circle. Not sure if that was Strain. Back to Orr. Orr dumps it in, goes wide. Strain puts pressure. Auckland goes around. Patron skating cross ice, doing a wonderful job. Bottom of the circle, circles around, cross pass, nobody there. And Wakatipu's able to knock it back to the Auckland zone. Davidson will pick it up from in front of her own net, cross it across to Patron to 22. Nelson intercepts. Turn around, she's got help, and it's kicked into neutral. Hollier will circle back. Got pressure on, dumps it forward. I think that's Boniface. She's going to take it in. Quick shot. Nothing on it. Tuig trying to get to it. Battle for it in the corner. Auckland comes out with it. Nice job by Nelson with the stick to keep it in the zone. Tuig now battling Patron. Doing a nice job. Back to Hollier, side of the circle. It's going to drop down, drops it off to Nelson. Nelson through the circle. Nobody there. Boniface going to get it the opposite side. Tries to kick it in. Kicked out front of goal! Centering pass from Nelson to Tuig. I hope I'm getting the pronunciation right of Tuig. What, with 15:40 left in the third period, Wakatipu Wild back with a 3-point lead, and they lead the Auckland Steel 8-5. Auckland wins the face-off. Seven's going to dump it into the zone. They've waved off icing there. Auckland gathers behind the net. Battle for it between Angeli and Helmrich. Weeks comes out with it in the corner, tries to kick it up to the point, kept in by Auckland. Quick shot, goes wide. And Auckland has it bottom of the circle. kicks it back. Weeks tries to bring it out. Intercepted by Angeli. Kicked out, kept in again. And a really broken play, but now Auckland has it at the side. She's going to get a quick shot. Jordan does a nice job of covering the post. And we'll get a stoppage of play. 14:50 left in the third period. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Wraps it around the board. Hollier has it behind the net. Kicks it out. Skates it out of her zone. She has a nice pass to Tuig. Tuig's going to get a quick shot. Just high. Missed the high corner. And Auckland's able to get it back into the neutral zone. Boniface over to Hollier. Hollier up to Nelson. Nelson's going to take it in. Quick shot. Knocked down. Puck in front. There's a scramble in front of the net. Goalie sitting down. And it looks like it goes behind the net. Auckland's able to pull it out. Tries to clear. Hollier picks it up just in front of the point. Quick shot. No one's able to get anything on it. Kerr wraps it behind the net. Tuig's going to pick it up, opposite side circle, and Auckland's able to clear it. Auckland will take advantage, have a well-needed line change. Wakatipu tries to skate it out from behind the net. Good pressure from Auckland. And now Pye gathers it back to Jones. Jones throws it forward, tipped, wave off the icing. Boniface has it, wraps it around the tee. Auckland picks it up. Nelson finally comes away with it in her own circle, crosses ice. Jones is able to pick it up out of the air, gets a quick shot, goes wide. Auckland unable to keep it in the zone, but they gather it back up. Pye goes cross ice to Jones. Jones will skate from the bottom of the circle. She passes it out into neutral ice. Helmrich has it, it's going to dump it into the zone. Jones will gather behind her own net. And they'll bring it into neutral ice. Good pressure from Strain. Strain back to Orr. Orr into neutral zone. Pedrosa keeping pressure on. Good to see. Good hustle. And now Malori's going to take it in down the left side. And it's knocked back into neutral ice. Jones is going to gather it up. Takes it into her own zone. Cross ice pass. This is going to be icing. So we have icing against the Auckland Steel. So just looking around the arena, we actually have quite a good crowd here. It's good to see the support of the women's ice hockey. These are the national teams for, or the national competition for the regional. Auckland wins the face-off, skates it into their own zone through neutral. Jones has it, brings it down into the corner. Stops quickly, centering pass. Nobody was there, went right through the mouth. And now Hollier's going to skate it out. Bottom of the circle, good cross pass to Kerr, and they get a goal! Beautiful play by Hollier, beautiful play, brought it up. Kemp was just waiting on the back door, got a great pass, was able to knock it home. 11:59 left in the third period. Wakatipu jumps out to a 9-5 lead. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Helmrich dumps it forward to Kemp. Kemp has Weeks trailing, but dumps it behind the net. Picked up by Patron and cleared into neutral ice. Orr has it, has pressure on. Murray's able to pick it up. That's going to be a delayed offsides. They've cleared the zone. Or wraps it around the wheel, unable to get it out. Murray brings it in. And then Bobby Weeks is able to skate it out of the zone. Over to Kerr. Kerr takes it into the zone, dumps it forward. Patron reaches for it, but unable to get a hold of her. Centering pass. Nobody there. Orr drops it down into the corner. Cross-ice pass. Tuig knocks it down. Has it back in the corner. Takes it up to the point. Cross-ice pass to Hollier. Orr's going to try and race for it. She keeps it in. Big hit. And it's cleared back. And good pressure by Patron. We're going to have a penalty coming up. So it's going to be against the Wakatipu Wild. 79, Fee Orr. I believe her teammates call her Fifi. So with 10:42 left in the third period. Auckland still will have a power play. So 2 minutes for interference. And a goal! Beautiful pass, cross-ice pass from Jones to Patron. Lovely shot. And Auckland is hanging in here. This is actually a very close game. I don't think the score reflects how close it is. 10:35 left in the third period. Wakatipu still leads 9-6. Auckland wins the face-off. Take it deep in their own zone. Back to the circle. Able to be kept in by Nelson. Nelson side of the circle. Hits it across. Is able to gather her own pass. Skates around. Stick check. Bottom of the circle. Backhander. Collision in front of the net. Auckland player goes down. Hollier now has it deep. Cross-ice pass and a goal! Nelson. I believe the pass was from Hollier to Nelson. Well, this has just been a goals and fest. 10:06. Wakatipu Wild now lead 10-6. Yeah, you hope that the Auckland Steel so far, it's a young team and they've been showing good character. They're not giving up. They're not getting chippy. So this is good exhibition for women's ice hockey in New Zealand. So Bennett knocks it into neutral. Neutral up to Weeks. She has Kemp across. But good defensive play by Auckland. But Bennett is able to get it. Then it goes across to Angeli, who takes it into the Wakatipu zone. Deep down into the corner. Cross-ice pass. Jordan's able to tie it up. We'll get a face-off in the Wakatipu zone. .26 left in the third period. Face off. Actually, a shot on goal came out of it. And Wakatipu able to knock it back. Patron picks it up. Now Murray has it. Circles back into her own zone. She's going to start over across the Patron. Got tipped. That should be wave off the icing. I guess not. So with the new rules this year, when there is an icing or in a power play, the offensive team gets to pick which circle they want the puck drop from. So Wakatipu's chosen left. They won the face-off, but it went back too far. Boniface recovers over to Hollier. Hollier cross-ice pass, beautiful pass up to Strain. 13 from Auckland's able to get there. They're battling for it. Pedrosa goes and digs it out. Centering pass, nobody there. 16's going to skate it out. Up to Murray. Murray's going to circle back in the neutral zone. Pedrosa falls down, slides into the board. She's going to go off. Quick pass, shot goes wide. Boniface knocks it out. Forward up to Nelson. Ooh. Nelson sprayed the goaltender as she was stopping. I don't believe it was intentional to spray her. And Angeli took offense to that and I think gave her a wee shove. Especially as a defenseman, but any player, you're always going to defend your goalie. If you think somebody's taken a cheap shot or sprayed them, you do whatever it takes to defend your goalie. Auckland wins the face-off, knocks back behind the net. Nelson picks up, circles back, pass down to the bottom of the goal line. They're just cycling it. Nelson's going to pick it up on the opposite side next to the circle, dumps it back to Carr. Tuig goes in, digs it out from behind the net, centering pass, kicked back. Angeli skates it out, takes it into the Wakatipu zone, bottom of the circle, quick shot, side of the net, puck behind the net. They're digging it out. She's going to try a wraparound. And the puck is still free. Good no stoppage by the officials. And now Carr takes it in and broken up nicely by Auckland. Weeks is over there. She puts the brakes on that. She's going to pick it up behind her own net. Needs some support. Tries a wraparound. And the Kiwi Springbok is able to stop the shot. We'll get a stoppage of play here with 7:12 left in the third period. Wakatipu Wild leading 10-6. Auckland wins the face-off, able to get it into neutral. Hollier picks it up. And puck is in the bottom, down in the corner. Auckland comes out with it. They skate through neutral ice, taking it into the zone. A lot of pressure on. Splits the defenders, but isn't able to keep control of the puck. Knocks it back, kept in nicely, but Pye knocks it out of bounds. It's into the bench. It should be a neutral ice face-off. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. Looks like there's going to be a 2-minute penalty against Caitlin Hollier. Interference. So we mentioned that last period that Caitlin does get a bit excited and can get physical and may rack up quite a few penalty minutes if she keeps it up. So Nelson is able to dump it down into the Auckland zone. Patron will chase. She has Jones to her left. She's behind the net. She's going to skate it out. Pass is unable to be picked up by Tunnicliffe. And it's wrapped around behind Wakatipu. Goal. So Helmrich's over there. Patron's able to dig it out and keep it in. Turnaround shot. Jordan's able to knock it wide. Goes back to the point. Jones keeps it in. Good pressure from Auckland. And good work there from Tuig. Good work. Actually gets a shot on goal, although it's a weak shot, and it enables the Wild to have a line change. Beautiful shot from Patron, just a little bit high. And Helmrich will bring it out from behind her net, but beautiful centering pass. I believe it was Murray, and but it got cleared and able to be shot down. Auckland will now gather it, bring it out. Angele passes to Murray. Murray takes it in the right side, drops back to Angele, back to Murray. Centering pass, knocked away. And nobody was back at the point as they were doing a line change or a player change. So Murray crosses to Angele. Angele takes it into the zone. 15 seconds left on the power play. Takes it around. It's going to get a quick shot. Knocked down. 6 seconds left. Harrod keeps it in. Digs it out. Nelson shoots it down. And that'll be the end of the power play with 4:38 left in the game. So Nelson's going to drive in, pick up the puck down in the corner, skates behind the nets, looking for some support, needs to center it, drops it back to Tuig. Tuig circles back, drops it back to Nelson behind the net, out in front. Pushed from behind and slides into the goalie. Orr's going to gather it in her own zone. Shoots it off the boards to Nelson, to Tuig. Broken up nicely by Patron, who's having a bit of a battle over there with Livia. Throws it out to Pedrosa. Pedrosa's going to get a breakaway here. Quick shot. The Kiwi springback comes up big. And it's kicked into neutral, where the Figgins, Kemp, now Jones brings it forward. Side of the circle, quick shot, knocked down by Jordan. Hollier tries to clear it, goes into the boards. Pedrosa picks it up behind her net. She trips coming out. Beautiful centering pass, but able to come across. Is that Nelson picked it up? No, that was Hollier. And it's going to be icing against the Wild. So 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third period. Again, we'd like to thank our team sponsors and player sponsors. Latahahi Tattoo in Queenstown, Golden Homes, Morrison's Irish Pub, The Locker Room, Little Flick Fireworks, Enigma Hockey, Queenstown Health, Industrial Fitness, The Film Crew, Bunker Street, Upholstery Workshop, Sign It Signs, and the supporters, Moore FM and the Mountain Scene, the local paper. So Auckland will gather in their own zone. And intercepted by Weeks. Weeks has an opportunity. Quick shot goes wide. She hits the boards hard. And now Auckland will be able to get it out of the zone into neutral ice. I think it's Jones, shot from way back, but gathered up by Jordan. Hollier brings it out to Bennett. Bennett has it in neutral ice. Cross ice pass to Strain. Patron's going to get in there. Nice job. She's been a really good player tonight. She has it now, crossing center ice into the zone, getting harassed by a couple players, centers it, nobody there. Nelson's going to dig it out of the corner, and it goes back to neutral. Kelly picks it up, takes it into the zone. She's looking for help out front. Kerr was there, but unable to pull the trigger. Tuig's chasing down in the corner. Patron's going to get there first. They collide. Orr dumps it back in, hits the lineman, and goes into the Auckland player area. Also, if somebody from the Auckland team could please give us their sponsor sheet for tomorrow night so we can get some shout outs to your sponsors. So Auckland wins the face-off, takes it in neutral. Lalonde, 23, takes it into the zone. Backhand picked up by Nelson. Nelson's going to turn around. He's got a beautiful pass there to Kerr. Intercepted nicely by Angele. Cross-ice pass. Hollier is able to overskate her, take the puck, brings it out from behind her own net. Backhands in front of NZWIHL, who has to skate hard. Backhander in front of the net. No, she didn't pull the trigger. Dumps it back in, picked up by 13. Nelson's fighting her for it. NZWIHL gathers it again now, centering pass. No, that was Kerr fighting her for it. And now Auckland able to get it into neutral zone with the last 48 seconds. Angele may get a fourth goal here. No, picks it up. Hollier is going to dump it. Jones is going to keep it in the zone. Big hits down there. Hollier has it, intercepted by Angele. Angele's going to have a shot from the side. Nelson now picks it up. She's going to shoot it down. There's about 20 seconds left. This should be icing. Yeah, the Queenstown community is very supportive of sport here, and it's wonderful that you get a lot of companies that are put up some money to help defer the costs for the female athletes that are here. And Auckland takes it back to neutral. And 5 seconds left in the game. NZWIHL picks it up. She's going to dump it down. Oh, the quick shot. There's half second. And Nelson gets a ripper away. Just at the buzzer, but it goes high. And that was good hockey. I believe both teams have done their communities proud. And I look forward to tomorrow night's game. As Auckland has a young team, but I think they've shown a lot of character tonight. They never got chippy. They didn't seem to be frustrated. They were in the game. It was a very close game. I don't think the score was reflected of how close the play was. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow night. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Hopefully we'll have better internet tomorrow night. And we'll see you at 7 for the puck drop.